Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to honor the life of a great constituent, also a great friend. His name is John McArthur. He passed away recently at the age of 96. John was just 21 years old in 1944 when his father died tragically of a heart attack, meaning John was tasked with taking over the family farming and ranching business. In fact, if the name McArthur sounds familiar to those of us from Northern California, that's because his family founded the town of McArthur, California, where he lived much of his life. In the years since, John has helped establish many important staples of his community, including the McArthur Volunteer Fire Department, the Firemen's Carnival, the Fall River Big Valley Cattlemen's Association, and the junior livestock sale. He and Shirley were very involved in the fair each year and the events that went on there. John actually introduced new crops to the Fall River Valley by providing the first 10 acres for growing strawberries in McArthur. Lassen Canyon Nursery, among others, remains a thriving business operation more than 60 years later. John and his business partners also tried their hand at planting and growing potatoes. Now, I'm a rice grower real life, so we had a little bit of a rivalry for the starches that go on your plate, and a little fun with that. And while they were successful, they ran into trouble when it actually came to harvesting the crop. But through that failed endeavor, he established that the land was right for growing potatoes and was soon able to lease it to successful potato growers for many years thereafter. On a personal level, John and his wife Shirley were known for their welcoming nature. Their home always is open, hosting friends and neighbors for cocktail hours or just hanging out at the McArthur residence overlooking the valley. They have an amazing view off their back deck looking over the valley there. The events became so frequent, John and Shirley thought, well, maybe it would be better to cut down on the old crow a little bit and slip some iced tea in there. But John and Shirley, they're those type of people. People just want to be around them. On my trips up to the McArthur area, whether it's for the fair or just passing through, I frequently like to stop in and visit with them. And John always had a smile, a laugh, a good story, and just a very welcoming nature about him. It's one of the fortunate parts of being able to serve in an elected capacity these years I've had at the state level and now here in the Congress. His life spanned nearly a century. He outlived most of his childhood friends, but his personality, coupled with generosity, kindness, and involvement in his community, ensured that he had no shortage of friends, new friends. During his time on this earth, he's been a witness to a lot of change. He watched as California's population grew from 4 million to over 40 million today, fighting for agriculture, adding to our water supply, sticking up for rural values. Ask anyone in McArthur. John was clearly a pillar of the community that bears his last name. He helped to establish it early on and continued to help grow it through the years till his last days. As a friend, I will miss him. I know he's sorely missed up there. Blessings to Shirley, blessing to all the McArthur family in that great community, one that I'm always proud to represent and very happy when I get a chance to visit and hang out with folks. Indeed, he's a pillar, and they don't make them like John McArthur anymore. Let's hope his legacy helps spawn new generations of people like that with that same attitude, that same strength, that same can-do that has made America strong, made his community strong, has made the fiber of Northern California the great place it is. I yield back.